Are you sure this is not Mississippi? Because I swear to God, are you sure this is Southern California? Because listen to this woman. I kind of think this is Mississippi to me. See for yourself.
Hate niggers! Yeah, she's on drugs or something. No, I just hate niggers. Fuck you, niggers. I hate niggers. It's okay, we're calling the cops. I would kill a nigger, but the law says I can't kill the niggers. If the law didn't say that I couldn't kill the niggers, they'd all be dead. Here's my license plate number. Nigger, 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 nigger.
Now, the crazy woman that you saw in that video was former TV and movie costume designer Heather Lynn Patton, who made that video. Now, according to her calculations, that she was kind of drunk when she did that video. Well, once that video went viral, her bosses decided that she deserved to be fired. Well, she posted on Instagram a post, and this is what she said, and I quote: "I hope the world knows we as human beings have all made mistakes and greatly regretted them later in life. I, as a human, made the choice to say some words I should never let come out of my mouth. I will no longer ask for forgiveness because what I did as a human was very inhumane and disgusting. African Americans helped build this very country that I am living in, and I hate that I insulted the millions of them. I have lost my job, which I totally would agree on, as well as the reason I've been let go. Please allow me to rekindle the love we shall all share amongst each other." End quote. Okay, let me play devil's advocate for a minute, if you will allow me to do so. Okay, let's just assume you were out with your girlfriends, y'all enjoyed a nice glass of wine, and you got, literally pissy drunk. You were so drunk that you were barely able to get to your vehicle. But for reasons unbeknownst to you or anyone else, by that way, you decide to drive your little happy self home. You drive very, very carefully. You don't want any indication to the police or anything else that you're high and intoxicated. So you drive at a pretty safe speed. You drive slow enough where nobody would pick you out of a crowd, but you don't drive fast enough where nobody would ever notice you. Well, the alcohol is rolling through your system, it's running through your brain and everything else, and you already are about to pass out. But you see a CVS pharmacy, and you're like, oh, maybe I can get some help here. Maybe I could stop in here to CVS, go give me a Sprite, because I know Sprite will help me get over this hangover, and maybe go get some Bayer aspirin, because we don't know what BC powders are because I'm not from the ghetto. Only ghetto people use BC powders. So I'm going to swing by this little CVS. I'm going to park out in the front, go give me a little bottle of Sprite, some water, and some Bayer aspirin. I'm going to get my happy self out of there and get home before I ever get noticed. Well, plan was executed. You decided to swing in the little CVS. You figure I'm going to go park out in the front, run in there, run back out. But just when you found the perfect parking space, boom, someone jumps in the way and takes it. Now you got to park all the way in the back, out by the street. You're angry, you're frustrated, which doesn't help the fact you're already drunk as hell. And then you somehow glance out your mirror and you find out that the person who stole your parking space looked like me. So you go in the CVS pharmacy, you're angry, you're drunk, you're about to pass out, you're about to throw up. But just before you decide to barf all the contents of your wonderful night with your girlfriends out in the street somewhere, you just let off a 40-something second tirade using the N-word no less than a dozen times. Thinking that nobody would see you, notice you, or record you acting a complete ass. Well, the video went viral. Your bosses probably got hold of it. You got fired. And so now that you sobered up now you got to change your heart. And you realize how stupid you were for acting an ass at a CVS pharmacy. And so you come up with this apology. Well, let's just assume that was the scenario. And even in that case, here's the point. The reason why people are not willing or quick to accept your apology, Heather, is because of the fact that we've been down this road before. We done heard it from a whole lot worse. From people like you. People who were drunk, people who were sober, people who were high, people who were in authority, people who worked in the street, people who were homeless. The point of the matter is that the N-word has a double-ended meaning for black people. And when we hear it from ourselves, and we shouldn't even be saying it ourselves, we use it as an identity marker because you use it as an identity marker to us. You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter how rich we were, how good we were, how smart we were, how many degrees we had, how much money we made, or what kind of neighborhood we lived, because in your eyes, that's all we were to you. And now, Heather, now that all the chips have fallen down, and now that your world has come and turned upside down because of one ignorant mistake you made, now you have a change of heart and you want to try to correct the mistake you made. Okay? Well, okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to make this very quick. Heather, if you truly and sincerely want to make things right, and you really want us as African Americans to forgive you and embrace you in spite of your ignorance, then here's what I suggest. Instead of going on Instagram and just posting a meaningless apology, what you should do is with the very same energy that you use to jump up in front of that CVS, you need to get on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or YouTube or whatever social media platform you choose. We want to see your face, just like we saw you jumping up and down using the N-word. We want to see a face. We want to see your eyes. We want to hear you from your lips. We want to see your lips move when you make that apology. You know what I'm saying? And if you're willing to do that, if you're willing to use the same energy that you took to embarrass yourself from the millions to give a sincere apology, and let me tell you something. I will be the first to open my arms to you. I would be the first to tell everybody on every social media platform, let's pray for Heather. She needs our help. You know, if you're willing to do that and not just post some meaningless post on Instagram, but actually take the time to use social media for the right thing, to sit down and let us see your face. Let us hear your words. Let us see your eye contact. Let us see your gestures and your body language as you apologize. If you're willing to do that and not just be quick to say, blame it on the alcohol, okay? Because the truth of the matter is, I don't care how much alcohol you drink. There ain't enough alcohol in the world to make you act like that, unless you already are like that. You see, you could sit there and say, well, I was drunk and that's the reason why I said the things I said. Okay, I'm sure, I know alcohol make you do silly things, make you say certain things that are silly, make you do things you regret later on. It make you sleep with people you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, there is a morning after. But here's the point. The point is simply this. If you're willing to expend all that energy to insult an entire race of people, and then you want to apologize and expect us to forgive you, the very least that you can do, Heather, is use the same energy that it took you to jump out in front of that CVS and use the N-word at least a dozen times in my recollection. Get on Instagram, Get on Snapchat, get on Facebook, get on Twitter, get on YouTube. Let us see your face. Let us see what your eyes look like as you apologize. If you're willing to do that, I'll be the first to say, let's pray for her. Let's forgive her. She's sincere in what she says. Otherwise, your apology is nothing more than empty words in the wind. Your apology is nothing more than cotton candy. And we all know that everybody loves cotton candy, except there's one problem. Cotton candy has no substance. Cotton candy can't fill you up. Cotton candy has exactly no nutritional value and cannot satisfy the hunger of someone. Just like your apology, Heather. Think about that. We've been down this road for over 250 years at the very least. We done heard people more powerful than you use that word. I think it's time to quit using empty words. And let's be real about this thing. If you're sincere and you truly mean what you say, if you truly are sorry for what you're doing, then that's what you will do. You need to get on social media and let us see the sincerity in your face and in your heart. Otherwise, save your apologies, Heather.